And now they'll throw with Keenum. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They go back to Murray on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He'll buy some time right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is third and goal.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit, watching that. Marty. Leopard, gone. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Minnesota. Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, while we have a second, I want to revisit our MVP discussion that we've had the last couple of weeks, because obviously Carson Wentz was a candidate, but he goes down with a knee injury, so 13 games on his resume. Not that he's worried about this, but for our sake, is he still a candidate for MVP?
I think that he still is, but now he's almost at the mercy of what happens around him. And what I mean by that is 13 games is enough. There's plenty of body of work there. But if Tom Brady continues to go off and New England goes in as the #1 seed in the playoffs, you know, that bolsters his case, of course. Antonio Brown from the Pittsburgh Steelers, a wide receiver, starting to get a lot of buzz now as being an MVP candidate. Russell Wilson's hit, you know, his chances took a little bit of a hit last week in the loss to Jacksonville. But what might help Wentz more than anything, partner, is if Philadelphia loses some games now without him. That shows just how valuable he is. They don't want it. He doesn't want it. But that may demonstrate his MVP qualities.
But Antonio Brown creeping in over 1,500 yards, 9 touchdowns. He finds his man, Baldwin. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And some space here. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. A Seahawk 1st down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Here we go now.
Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw on second down is Keenum. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there of 22. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They go with Murray again. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Forbath to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke. And now running right through it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Kendricks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. On fourth down, they're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56, Leopard, Leopard. All right, here we go. Blue landed, blue landed.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So they're operating in the red zone. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set, 3-19. No, check, Patriot.
From the gun, it's Keenum. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in to come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. A handoff. It's Murray. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home